Hello again, I am Joe Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series here on PS5. Tonight it's round 9 of Season 3. We're heading to Montreal to the circuit Gilles Villeneuve for the Canadian Grand Prix. I'm so annoyed with myself because of last night. I can't believe we ran out of fuel meters from the line. It's not the first time we've done that either. Ah, dear. 6 points thrown away. Those 6 points could be vital. I haven't even really looked or paid any attention to where we are since then. I got my cycled through the post-race screens and that was it. Just turned the game off. I couldn't even say anything. I was so crestfallen, disappointed, angry at myself. So we've got a little bit of investigating to do. As it looks from the table just here, you can see we are still in the top 4th place. We're still on 70 points, and Mercedes have got 59, so I'm guessing they closed us down a bit. I can't even remember where everyone finished last night. I haven't any idea what the board have said yet. We'll find out in a minute, I suppose. Let's go to our inbox first of all. Car inspection results. We've got 4 fail parts as well. Okay, so we've got those to replace. Can I even replace them all? Okay, that front wing's replaced. On this car, replace the rear wing, replace the side pod, and replace the suspension. So I can replace all the parts, that's good. 11 days to go until the next race. I need another chassis, need a couple of rear wings, a couple of suspensions. I think I've got another underfloor on the way already. What is currently being manufactured? Let's have a look. A chassis and an underfloor. Okay. So, let's get a couple of rear wings done. What am I actually building right now? Designing these side pods. Okay. So we don't need to make any more side pods. I do need a couple more rear wings. There we go. And that's it for 6 days until those parts are done. How you doing, F1 Clips? How you doing, Anthony? How you doing, Victor? Is the top 6 still on? Well, our objective is top 4. We are currently still in 4th, but I don't know how long we're going to stay there. Throwing away those points last night really does not help. Let's have a look at the board. I'm kind of dreading looking at this. Disappointed. This isn't good. I was trying to get a little string of results together. I mean, that would have been at least satisfying. Hopefully it would have been slightly more than that. Yeah, that does not help us. We're still good financially, as you can see. Very soon that cost cap break will drop off, which will even potentially help us a little bit more. This is really killing us with the board at the moment. The fact that they are disappointed with objectives, because we can't change this until the end of the season. Yeah, and obviously race performances, we need to keep those good. Alright then, 7.4 mil. Let's take a look at our facilities. Factory is about to break. I'd love to put an upgrade on it, but I don't have 11 million, to hand. Everything else is okay. Staff facilities, all looking good. Operationally, helipad's going to go soon. Right, okay, let's clear off the inbox. Let's see. Donna back on the podium at Barcelona. That's good to see. Let's see where she is in the table right now. We can actually check as well. Mercedes only got 4 points last night. That's not too bad. Williams got 8. Still got a 20-point gap over them. Did lose a lot of ground to McLaren. We lost 37 points. God, they outscored everybody. Okay, let's take a look at the F2 Championship. Where is Donna? She's still top. Extending her gap, actually, over Clement Novalak by 26 points. Okay, yeah, definitely looking to sign her at the end of the season. That suspension research is done. Oh, great. Not another wind tunnel issue. I'm going to have to shut it down. I just hope there's no real issues. That does mean we can't do any new design projects. Maybe I should have actually got this one started. Can't do any research either. So it's now 15 days until the side pods are finished, thanks to that shutdown. I don't think research projects are affected in terms of delaying them, but obviously it means I can't start a new one, which is frustrating. Probably should have done that first. Never mind. Alright, well. Advance a bit more time, I suppose. Rear wing is done there. How long until parts are finished? 2 days. There we go. So, what else did I need? I need some spare suspensions. So, let's make a start building a couple more of those. There we go. Got that new underfloor for Mick now. There we go. There you can see, very small gains, but, you know, it all adds up. Now we've got 12.4 mil, and given that I still can't do anything, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the upgrade on the factory. Okay, here we go. Still low confidence. Okay. Driver development update. How did our drivers develop over the past month? An extra point in cornering and 2 points in adaptability for Mick. Point in smoothness, overtaking, and another point in reactions for Oscar. Excellent month for Oscar. Good stuff. Right, let's get some training done. Alright, so let's start. With just a day. That's too much. Oh, that's borderline. Just about get away with that. I think it's a bit risky. I'm just going to make that just a day of pit stop training rather than gym training, because that takes a little bit less fatigue. There we go. of split training in there. A little bit of car building. Right up to the limit there. I wonder, does that actually help if I give them that extra day off? Move that one to there instead. No, at least it's exactly where we were. That's kind of what I figured would be the case. There we go. Not much training this month. Busy schedule, as you can see. Canada is fast approaching, and then we've got Austria and Silverstone back to back. Evening, Baron, on your alternate account tonight, I see. There we go, training is programmed in. And let's advance a bit more time. Yeah, we've got another underfloor, so we've got a spare underfloor now as well. Good stuff. Alright, let's have a look. Where do we look on the grid? 13th, 9th, 7th, that's not too bad. 9th, 9th, 7th, that's not too bad. So, pretty much where we were at the last race. Cooling is still pretty bad, at least on the engine side. Do have those new side pods coming, which will help a little bit, but they're more focused, I think, on drag reduction than cooling. As long as we keep the brake cooling okay, I can cope with that little bit higher engine wear. Alright, let's set some targets for tonight then. So, the incentive is both cars in Q2s, worth 140 grand. Hopefully we'll get that without any issues at all. I'm going to go for 1 in Q3, 2 in the top 12. Fastest lap is the incentive. Okay, let's go finish position, 2 in the top 12. Quali position, 1 of the top 10 for 2 races, and we lost the streak, didn't we? Let's again look at something a little bit safer. 2 in the top 14 for 5 races. Okay, targets are set. Let's look at the weather. We've got a bit of rain on the Friday, but then it's going to be a dry qualifying and race. So let's head to Montreal.
Formula One has arrived here in Quebec, and we're excited to get underway. On a man-made island in the heart of Montreal is Canada's Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. This unique track circles the outline of the Ile Notre Dame, giving plenty of challenges to our drivers between the tight corners and a long final straight. With a flat-out section of over 1 kilometre in Sector 3, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve is a track that asks, who dares brake last? And that means it's tough on tyres and brake temperatures the whole way round. Now, AlphaTauri hasn't been doing so hot. Is it bad luck or is it bad direction? The board will be keeping a close eye on the team principal this weekend. So stay with us for all the race weekend thrills.
Yeah, speaking of the board, keeping a close eye, we could really do with one of those board attendance emails. Get improved race game confidence. Right. So we want to go 21 laps from Montreal. have got the threat of rain, so I'm going to save the hard tyres. And I'm going to go out on mediums in this session. Maybe softs in the next. I might even put softs on in this session. Like I said, we'll wait and see. And we'll try and save the hards for potentially for the Saturday. Right, let's get some parts swapped over. Okay. Now it's time to drop some setups onto the car. So starting with Mick, let's see, where should we begin? Let's start with a 4, 12, a 2.8, 3.15 and a 0.85. There we go. And for Oscar, let's go, where am I going? Let's go 3.5, 11.5, 19, 3.3, and a 1. There we go. Right, off we go to the track.
Radio check.
Copy for radio check.
Yes, radio check loud and clear.
Radio check.
Forgot to check the weather before I sent them out. Well, before I sent Mick out. Oh, sick with the mediums. It's very, very low rain. But we are going to have to put Inters on for the second run, I think.
Watch those curbs.
Copy.
You can see how Oscar's pace against Mick in very similar car conditions is picking up now that his reactions are improving.
Rain still coming.
Yeah, copy.
So if he keeps picking up reaction points as the season progresses, he's gone up quite a few points already so far since we switched his training.
A bit of rain on the track.
Then he's going to become very, very quick. Little yellow flag flashing up there, so we're probably just running wide.
How was that run?
And that's not a good start. 68% and 88 for Mick. That's okay.
Where do you need help in terms of balance for switches?
So fair bit of work needed to sort out Oscar's car.
Yeah, copy that. Understood.
Let's call them in now. evening, Derek. Yes, I saw your comment. I got swept up and I completely forgot to check. It's my own stupid fault. Doesn't make it any less frustrating though, unfortunately. Right, need to tweak this setup. Let's go 3.5, 12, 2.8, 3.2 and a 0.8. Let's have a look. Doesn't tweak it enough. Put the front wing back and let me play about with this a bit more instead. I'm going to try that, see what that does. It's happened to me before as well, but I mean, not for a while. I mean, the most painful time it happened was on our Aston Martin playthrough on the last game, where both cars ran out of fuel right in front of the line on the final lap at Monaco. I thought I needed 1.1 under fueling because I thought it was 1.2 kilos per lap. It was 1.1 and they ran out just literally meters from crossing the line, both cars. I was gutted. Alright, let's have a look at 2.5, 12, 4, 6, 3.05 and 0.45. That might work. Oh, I need to remember to put inters on as well before I send them back out. Alright, stick to it for a bit. See how they do. So yeah, after the stream ended last night, I needed to vent my frustration somehow, so I decided to go kill some more aliens. So I picked up my final playthrough of the PS4 version of Dark Descent, hammered through a bit of it, and then when I woke up this morning, just finished off the last level and a half. And so that's a platinum done. And I can now delete Dark Descent off my hard drive, or at least the PS4 version. I'll keep the PS5 on. I'll probably end up playing it again at some point, because I really do enjoy that game. But that's now both versions platinumed. And I think the next one I'll work on will be finishing off my final playthrough, which I'm about halfway through on Alien Isolation. Then I can get that platinum done. There's rumours of a New Game Plus coming for RoboCop in a future patch. So I'm just holding off on that one for now before I do my second playthrough to mop up the trophies that I miss. And we'll see how that goes. And then after that, I'm going to finally get around to tackling Ragnarok. But yeah, I've earned 4 platinums now. I think it's 3 so far this year. I only earned 2 all of last year. ironically, it was F1 Manager 23 on the PS4 and Dark Descent on the PS5 were my 2 platinums last year. Yeah, it's exactly what happened, Derek. John, sorry. I was concentrating very hard on trying to get Mick up, and I just lost complete track of what was going on with Oscar's fuel. And when I spotted it and realised it was just too late to fix it. I tried desperately, slammed him straight into low fuel, but there wasn't enough time left, unfortunately. I'd left it too late. If I'd caught it 5 seconds earlier, I think I would have been okay. Right, big improvement for Oscar there. Still some work to do, but much closer, as you can see, 97%. That's just a wing change, I think. What about Mick? How did we do with Mick's upgrades? We actually went backwards 3%. Not so good, but it should give us narrower windows to work with. You know, more of an indication as to what is in the wrong place. I didn't really have any direction with Mick's changes. I was just making some tweaks to see what would happen. That's the cornering that needs to change. Okay. I'm going to drop the camber down to a 3. Just try that. And there we go. That has cleared up the picture somewhat. So the front wing needs to come down. Cornering needs to change. Let's push that up to a 3. That might be a bit much actually. Let's go 3.5. Bring that down a bit more this way. And then I can bring that back like this. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Well, there we go. First practice is in the books. Let's put on a set of softs for this session. Go. I'm not going to bother fueling the car. I'm going to wait until I see what the weather's like, and then we'll adjust the fuel load accordingly. And it's going to rain very early. So let's put those same inters back on. Put the run plan up to 22 laps. And we'll just delay when we go out a little bit.
That's green light.
Send them out.
bit less curb. Yep.
Okay. So let's see if those changes that we made are going to get us to 100s. It would be nice. But we've got time to make changes. We've still got a whole nother session to go yet.
Something seems wrong. We're checking.
Ooh, excuse me.
Anything to sound balance?
Right, so we didn't nail Mick. Got him up to 94 though, so a little improvement. Actually, no, not a bad improvement. We actually dropped down to 85 with him, didn't we? So, again, that gives us room to work with. And Oscar is sorted. Excellent stuff. So it's one car dealt with.
Subside now.
Copy.
And that's a relatively easy change. That is a 3.7. That should do it. Car starting to suffer a little bit now, at least with the practice parts that start to suffer a little bit. That's enough running.
Okay, mate, this will be the checkered flag.
Alright, let's see that feedback, or the partial feedback from Mick, just to confirm we are pretty much on target. Yep, looking pretty good. It's going to come down to the cornering, which I think will be good. Might have to tweak it again, we'll see. We're going to run for 30 laps or so on these tyres. Should just about do it. Be able to get our car park knowledge up to 100% tonight as well.
Should be green now.
No threat of rain in this session. Well, for the rest of the weekend, for that matter.
How was the balance?
Ooh, perfect.
That was great. Really good.
Okay, mate, understood.
Oscar has now developed into the lead driver in terms of pace. Evening, Horrific. Big F1 news, by the way, I completely forgot to mention it. Massive changes are coming for Haas. We no longer have Gunther Steiner. He has gone. And so is Simone Resta as well, actually, the technical chief. So two massive, big, massive positions have been vacated. They have filled a replacement for Gunther Steiner, a Japanese fellow. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Has had a lot of experience in F1, but has obviously never been a team principal before. This will be an interesting step up. It's a recruitment from within the team, and there is evidence that can work. I mean, we've seen that with Andrea Stella at McLaren. He was never been a team principal before. Stepped up when Andrea Seidel went across to Sauber/Audi. But Gunther Steiner is gone. Victor says the breakout star of Drive to Survive. That's the other bit of news. Drive to Survive is also gone. It will not be renewed. Netflix announced that yesterday. So no more Drive to Survive either. I haven't seen Drive to Survive since season 1 because I haven't had Netflix for the last several years. But be interesting to see. I don't know what their viewing figures were like year on year, as to whether viewing figures were dropping. I imagine they probably were. Drive to Survive with the Abu Dhabi Fast. Yeah, I did expect that to have a big impact. Like I said, I've not seen Drive to Survive since the first season. That was the first one, the only one I've seen, and I've not had Netflix since. So I don't know what the shows have done since then, and I don't know what the coverage was around Abu Dhabi. But I can just imagine that scenario will have had a big impact. It certainly would have turned a lot of fans off as well, just in general from the sport.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
The circuit Gilles Villeneuve isn't a permanent track, so circuit evolution is high over the Grand Prix weekend. Overtaking is possible, but getting a well-timed lap in qualifying will help any driver.
Now, there's been a bit of talk lately about Oscar Piastri. Karun, how's he been doing?
They weren't as quick as I expected them to be in practice. They'll want to land better lap times than that today to earn a solid position on the starting grid.
And with that, let's get back onto the track.
Okay then, so quali is going to be strong for us, it usually is. Hopefully the race pace will stay good as well. Let's put in some good bits in the car. It's not time to break out a new engine just yet. Go. What compounds have I got available? I have a set of mediums if I do this. I'm going to do one run on mediums and then we'll switch off the mediums and go onto softs after that. I just want to try and save a little bit of life in those softs. We are going to do slipstream quali here. This is definitely a circuit where that will be advantageous with that long back straight.
Decent outlet, good scrubbing.
The episode you hated was the one where Horner was smug. Yeah, Horner's always smug.
Okay.
That's why I don't like him.
So,
Alright then, let's have a decent first flying lap.
Go one, push when you're ready.
Clear track ahead. And push next lap.
Not going to be topping the timings with these tyres, that's for sure. Excuse me. Not going to be topping the timings with these tyres. But that's not the plan. You know, the plan is just to take a little bit of wear out of those softs, so we can now run the softs twice and still have them in good shape to run in the next session. Just get our confidence levels up. Mick's getting a nice slipstream here as well. Hopefully I can just do one flying lap on the softs and that be enough. It's all going to come down to confidence levels here. Excellent stuff.
Watch your delta. And we need to cool the PU on this in lap. Copy. Just follow the delta.
And
so
even on the
all
mediums, we were
procedures
quicker than
from here,
Stroll.
please.
That I did not expect. Did not expect that at all. Why is Stroll so slow? Is he still running older part? Oh, he is. Look at his engine and his ERS. He really is bringing the life out of that powertrain.
Oscar Piastri.
Right, this will be the first real indicator of what the actual pace is going to be. Sainz with Leclerc right behind him. And Sainz was slower. Could we actually get through just on these tyres, on the mediums? That'd be something. Are we really this quick here? Sainz's gearbox is a bit crap, but his engine's fine, his ERS is fine. Leclerc's running good bits, and Leclerc is slower. He's only a couple of tenths faster than Oscar. I'm going to run one lap with these guys. And that should be enough. One lap on these softs should be enough. Mick's still topping the leaderboards. Oscar's going to get his slipstream this time round. Mick will probably improve as well, given that he's going to be on the softs. And has a higher level of confidence. He's still in peak confidence.
Start to work on your fronts and your brakes. Copy.
We could set a really high bar here. Even Russell is slower than Mick's slipstream time on those mediums. This is just what I needed to cheer me up. Could we have genuine front-running pace here tonight? Well, the answer to that is no. Because you can... Well, maybe. We'll see if Mick can improve. He's not got the slipstream this lap, so... Let's see if he can improve his time. If he can improve his time, then yeah, we could have real front-running pace.
Just clear air in front. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Oscar's a little bit too far behind.
We've got to get going.
Oh, great. Now Max pops out right in front of us and ruins Oscar's lap. God damn it. Look how much time he just lost. Bought the lap. Mick's just gone purple. improvement in the middle. That doesn't surprise me. No toe. Probably not going to improve in this sector, so it's just a question of how much time he found in the first sector now. Not enough to improve his overall time.
Currently sat in P1.
But he was only a tenth slower, so we do have some genuine pace.
First minute line.
I mean, looking at those splits, look how close he is to the lap where he was getting a slipstream on the mediums. I'm going to send Oscar out again just to make sure he's a bit safe. Hey Ben, how you doing? Before you ask, I am still drinking my Relentless.
Start to work on the front tyres and brakes this lap. Coming pit entry.
Pit limiter on. Okay, stop on the marks and switch off.
Alright, we need a good clean run here. That's Gasly behind on an in-lap. Yes, it is. Right, please,
You're
no
clear.
turn one fuckery.
So go one last moment, push.
Should be clear. Oscar's dropped all the way down to 15th, in danger of elimination here. Still waiting for a time from Alonso, Bottas and the two very quick McLarens. And there we go, they all improve. McLaren just go first and second. The pair of them getting slipstreams from Alonso. Where did Alonso end up? In 16th, so still no pace in that Aston. Should hopefully be enough to get Oscar through. Wow, Leclerc is in danger of getting eliminated. Oh, come on, we're getting held up again. God damn it. It's not enough. He's not safe. 1.2 seconds behind.
Cool as much as you
I'm going to have to send him out again.
Copy.
God damn it. Just not getting the luck tonight. And we know this car is quick. Oscar's been quicker than Mick all weekend so far. But I just can't get him a clean run. If we get eliminated from this session, it's going to be a huge travesty. And what it does mean is I'm going to have to burn these tyres more than I wanted to. They're down to 91%. I mean, they're still good, but I'm going to have to do another run on them, which I really wanted to do that one run. And I'm going to have to start a third one. I've got enough time, more than enough time to get a lap in. But I might put an extra lap of fuel in just in case. And I can keep him out for a second lap. I don't know. I think I'll just stick with one lap, but try and judge getting him out at the right time here. At least we got him up to full confidence. So Perez crossing the line to start his flying lap. Stroll on a flying lap right now. Got a couple of cars going out. It's a little early. There goes Stroll. Right. Managed to get out behind Alonso. I was hoping to get out behind the Ferrari. But at least I'll get a slipstream.
So let's just focus on the tyre temps then.
Copy.
Those McLarens are just so damn quick at the moment. Look at the pace they've got. Again, though, that's slipstream time, so that's not necessarily genuine pace. Oh god, look at all the traffic that's coming out. They're not even going to have time to get a lap in, and yet they're still coming out. God damn it. Oscar's going to get knocked out, isn't he?
So we should be good on traffic. So we can go.
God, look at it. It's just a queue. It's just a solid block of cars. My God, this is going to be a horrendous nightmare. And none of them are going to get a lap in. One of them passed. Russell's just hitting that group now. Little lift. It's not good. God, we're going to make a move on Alonso here. Down in the middle. God, George Russell's lap scrubbed. He's still stuck behind them. Is this enough? Please be enough. Please be enough. we moved above Charles Leclerc. We found 2/10, but we've just
14.
lost that time in the middle sector.
Make sure we're cooling the car. Copy.
Oh, okay, so let's have a look. Leclerc is on a flying lap. So is Gasly. They're the two drivers we need to watch out for. Please don't knock me out. Leclerc goes second. We're in the drop area. We're at risk. Here comes Gasly up to the line. Oh, he doesn't make it. Oh, happy days. That was close. That was really close. We just sneaked Oscar through. That was definitely brown trouser time. All right, let's hope for a better run in this second session. My God, I can't believe how dangerously close we came to getting eliminated there. Right, let's go with those tyres. We're going to get the slipstream for Oscar nice and early because he's just not having the luck tonight. He's going to need that little helping hand. He's got worse tyres as well.
Let's go there and set some lap times.
Copy. Good warm-up on brakes. Copy.
Right, so Magnussen's coming out, Zhou's out. In theory, I don't mind the concept of being held up on a quali lap and having it ruined, as long as there's consequences, which there aren't. It would be nice if there would be penalties for impeding.
A good space at the moment.
Good to push next lap.
Again, Oscar's just a little bit too far behind.
Go, 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 go.
Not quite as far behind as the previous attempt at the slipstream though, and there's no issues in turn 2. I think Verstappen will get out of the way nice and comfortably for us. Oscar is just getting a toe. There is Max going through the chicane. There we go. Navigated him successfully, and now we are nicely positioned for the back straight. Yeah, definitely close enough now. A 1:10.9 and a 1:10.4.
We will box.
Oh, look at that, he's a 1:10.4.63. Schumacher is 4.63 behind.
Delta, Delta, stay negative. Cool the
Not
car.
often you see something like that,
Copy.
but a good start. see what kind of pace Joe's got. He's been very quick recently. Can he keep that going tonight? He can. All right. Here's Max. He might get held up slightly by the Ferrari here. I think Ferrari's just far enough ahead to not be an issue. Yeah, it is.
Good entry.
And pit limiter off. Okay, mate, stop on the marks, wait for 2 seconds and switch off.
And that's a 1:10.1 for Max there. Let's give Schumacher the slipstream. And hopefully this will be enough to get us through.
So focus on your tyres and brakes.
Yeah, copy. Okay, let's concentrate on those tyres and brakes.
Copy.
See, Leclerc is making a run for the line. Is he going to get held up by Max approaching the pit lane? Just judged it right. And a very quick lap from Charles Leclerc. Right, is that Sainz in front of us? Yes, it is.
Clear ahead. Good to push.
Clear track ahead. Alright, mate, let's go.
Norris. No, Yuki in front of us. Should catch him in a nice comfortable spot. Slight lift there. Not expecting an improvement from Oscar on this lap, but I am, hoping that Mick will get close to him. Maybe even go above him. Look how much we're closing up on the back here. It's a mighty slipstream. This could be a purple final sector here. Not quite. Right, yeah, look at that. We got Mick to within 8 thousandths of a second. So that should be enough to get us through. Sainz down in 10th. Norris is slower.
We are P4.
Here comes
Brilliant,
Perez.
good job.
Okay, buddy, good job. Let's box now, please. Box now. Yeah, copy.
Perez is only good enough for 8. Yuki's going to go quicker.
Oscar pit lane.
And that's good enough for 6th place. Nobody's done a lap on brand new tyres yet, so there is that risk. Giovinazzi, the first one to go out on brand new rubber. And it's unlikely he's going to get through. Still waiting for Albon to set a time, and he just squeaks into 10th. I might fall victim to hubris here, but I think we're good enough to stay in the garage. I don't think we need to go again. So let's speed up to the final runs. So this is Perez and Sainz, I believe. Yes, Perez. Sainz not quite close enough to get a good slipstream here. It's a little bit distant. Gets out just in front of the McLaren there. So he avoids getting his lap ruined. More's the pity. Are we safe, or have I made a colossal mistake? I think we're safe. I hope we're safe. Can Sainz get enough of a slipstream to get through? Because he is lacking pace. He just gets into the top 10. Can he stay there? That is the question. Magnussen can't improve, so Magnussen is out. Giovinazzi is out. Here comes Albon. Just starting his flying lap. There's Ocon, there's Porsche, so it's down to Ocon next. See if he's done enough. He can't get through. He's only up to 11th place, so Ocon is out. Albon still to set a flying lap. Here comes Porsche. Doubtful he'll get through. And he doesn't. He stays in 14th. So it's all or nothing now for Alex Albon. Can he find the 2 and a bit tenths he needs? No, he can't, but he can jump back ahead of Ocon. So That's it. We're in the top 10 comfortably. Sainz just squeaks through. Albon, Ocon, Magnussen, Porsche and Giovinazzi are eliminated in Q2. Right, 1 lap on these tyres, and then 2 laps on to the brand new tyres.
Should be green now.
And Perez is coming out at the same time as us.
Okay, let's concentrate on that warm-up.
Understood. Work on your fronts and your brakes. Copy, box.
And to think we almost got eliminated in Q1. Not quite as close as I'd like, but close enough.
Clear track ahead.
And once again, we're going to get some traffic in that first sector.
So gap ahead
We
is
might
good.
even run into Sonoda here in the first turn. Even Mr. Water? Right, no issue getting onto Sonoda. There we go, nicely through there. Mick might actually have lost a little bit of time. We are a little bit closer than I thought we'd be. So I think he did get held slightly in that first sector in turn 2. And this is going to be a nice mighty slipstream for Oscar on the back straight. There we go.
Let's follow the delta. Alright, so it'll be normal in-lap procedures from now.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, delta, stay negative. Cool the engine.
Cover.
And very, very, very good confidence stats there. Mick Schumacher was a second slower. 1.3 seconds slower. Wow. So he definitely got held up in that first sector. That's what I was checking the split times for, trying to figure out how much you got held up by. You got held up by a second. No, wait, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go, lap history. So, yeah, it was that first sector. He lost a second in the first sector. Almost. 21-1 against a 22-0. All right, here comes Max up to the line. He goes top with a 1:10.0. Times are respectable with Oscar, considering he's on very old tyres.
Stop on
And
the
I mean
marks, wait 2
very
seconds,
old
and
tyres.
switch.
And you see 67% on Oscar's tyres. So, new rubber. 2 flying laps. And we will try and switch them over for the second run. Halfway through on the cool down lap. There's Sights. There he is. Sights on a flyer right now. Couple of cars ahead. This could slow him down going into the hairpin. Gets through okay. Sights goes up to 8th place, a second off the lead.
Some good work on the brakes in the front. Copy. Let's get those brake temps warmed up. Copy.
Schumacher's too close. I'm going to have to push Oscar a little bit quicker at the start. Although actually I could probably be a little clever here. No, I've made the gap too big. Alright, so we'll get a slipstream for Oscar on this first lap then, and then we'll switch him on the cool down lap. When you're trying to slipstream like this in quali, you don't want them to be so close that there's nowhere to go. There's no room to close up. There's got to be some room. This is about the perfect distance. Close enough to get a strong slipstream, not so close that they can't then go any faster because there's nowhere to go behind the car in front. So if they are nose to tail across the line, that's bad. The car behind will be slightly quicker, but nowhere near as quick as it could have gone. Oscar might be slightly too far behind. I did change his tyres, didn't I? Yes. Worried for a second then. No improvement from Oscar. This isn't good. He's a little bit too far back. Should get something here on the back straight. Yeah, this hasn't quite worked out the way I was hoping it would. No improvement from Oscar on that lap at all. Mick improved a little bit, but not enough. Sonoda's on an outlap. Not quite close enough to get a slipstream from Sonoda.
Keep your pace up.
Copy.
There we go.
Pick up the pace
Got
a bit.
Mick nice and close. Probably a little bit too close, but I was hoping I could also get Oscar up there as well.
Yeah.
Oscar should definitely improve on this lap, I think, even if it's not by much. No improvement in the middle for Oscar. Mick's going to get a mighty toe here. He's going to be right on Oscar's gearbox at the chicane. Oscar improves up to 6th. Mick improves up to 9th. It just hasn't worked out for us in this session of qualifying. That's a shame. Well, screw it. We're going to keep going. Can we improve again? We're going to run out of fuel as we get to the line. I'm going to have to dip the fuel down at the end. Mick's still improving. Now Sykes has improved. And that's it for the batteries. Oh, damn it, I forgot to abort their laps. Ah, stupid. Knackers. Oh, well. 6th and 10th. That's not too bad. Both cars in the top 10. Oscar in 6th place. Let's see how we do in the race.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
Named after the legendary Canadian driver, the circuit Gilles Villeneuve has been host to plenty of first-time winners. Jean Alesi, Lewis Hamilton, Robert Kubica and Daniel Ricciardo all got their maiden victories here. And the sky is looking grey and cloudy today. An effective tyre strategy could prove very valuable as the race plays out.
And each team will be hoping that fortune is on their side. So bon chance to them and their drivers for this Canadian Grand Prix.
Alright, made a quick pit stop of my own there. So, strategy. This could potentially be a one-stop. Tyres a bit. The one-stop is definitely viable. That is quicker. Alright, well, we're going to try, I think, try and mix it up a bit. I've got faith in my pit crew. And I would like to have that extra rubber, I think, to play about with. That extra grip. Right, let's go with 3 extra laps of fuel. Go super hard off the line. Push everything into turn 1. Let's see what we can do.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal. Mick Schumacher, a composed figure, approaching this one.
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points, but there's still a lot to do.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Right, Oscar jumped by a couple off the line there, unfortunately. Oh no, wait, I'm looking at Nick. Yeah, there's Oscar. He did get jumped. Oh, small hit to confidence there, that's alright.
Go recharge on.
Need to focus on getting the pack up. Copy.
So depending on how things go, we've got the flexibility to maybe switch to a one-stop.
Overtake is available.
Copy.
It's under pressure. Cars are a little heavy at the moment with all that extra fuel on board. Its confidence is very high though right now. It's excellent stuff. So be a little conservative with battery deployment at the start here. Want to try and keep some in reserve if we can, ready for when the DRS kicks in.
See if we can focus on recharge, please.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
DRS enabled.
We are P10.
Definitely need a stronger result tonight after the farce that was last night.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
Copy.
Just going to have a look at the inside for a second then. He's going for it. Good on the brakes. No contact. Schumacher getting past Sights in the background as well.
Sweet. Excellent job.
Going around the outside here, but we've got the deployment, and there we go. Got the move done. Schumacher's through as well. Beautiful stuff. Just edge the tyres down a notch.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to. Recharge back on, please. Recharge on.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
There we go. We're in the DRS. Lovely stuff.
No energy. Copy.
So, looking at the tyre wear, I'm not sure if anyone is trying to one stop. It's a little too early to say at the moment.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
See if we can get away with dropping the tyres down to this level. Right.
We can push
Is at
more.
risk.
Yep.
Yeah, Joe's pushing. I can't defend it.
Look after front tyres.
So instead, we'll concede and try and start working on the battery again.
Recharge on.
Keep pushing.
The biggest problem is that Oscar didn't get the DRS because he was just that little bit too far behind Perez. He's just going to lose a whole chunk of time here.
You're good to push on tyres.
Copy.
Two Red Bulls side by side at the moment. Leclerc tucking in behind his teammate. Big scrap going on there. Perez has just about been dropped, so hopefully he can hold up Joe. Give us a chance to try and close that gap back up again. Joe's going to have a look around the outside into the chicane. He's got that move done. That's a shame. He's comfortably away. Yeah, our quality pace was slightly inflated, Derek, because we were doing slipstream runs. You know, we were always going to be slower than the Red Bulls and the McLarens. We're not too far off pace-wise against the Ferraris. They're a little bit too quick for us. Joe is the wild card. But we are definitely better pace-wise than the Mercedes at the moment. Oh, you're talking about previous races. Our pace has been pretty consistent over the last couple of Grand Prix. It's just obviously different tracks suit the car in different ways. You know, our car is pretty well balanced in terms of its downforce at the moment. It's not better in any one area over the other in terms of downforce generation.
On, please. Back off now. Copy.
Good luck, Oscar.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy. Okay, recharge on.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yep.
Recharge.
Evening, Juice. How are we getting on this year? Pretty good. We're currently fourth in the constructors, although I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop and for the pace of the rest of the field to pick up a little bit.
Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
We're good to push.
Yeah, copy.
the DRS again.
Lovely stuff. Okay, good job.
Let's go recharge on. Recharge on.
We are starting to fall in that Ferrari with Perez. He's on the mediums. Take a look at tyre wear now. Still pretty comparable. Still not sure if we're going to see one stops or two stops.
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre. Let's go recharge on, please. Recharge on.
Burnt through 2 extra kilos of fuel already. We're still in spitting distance to the front group. We're 4 seconds ahead of us. Ah, God, no, it's sights. Just won't give up. Dog with a bone. I'm going to try and sprint Mick away.
Overtake is available.
Yeah, there we go, just making the move.
Charged, good.
Copy.
Mick has dropped Perez. Excellent stuff. Going for fastest lap attempt here. We'll do the same with Oscar now.
Use energy.
Yeah. Okay, let's go recharge on.
Right up against the wall of champions there, but we've got the move done. A bit of a gap now to Perez. We should hopefully close him up pretty quickly.
Good job. P9.
Quite been able to drop sights. Perez closing back in again very quickly, actually, on Schumacher. Still haven't dropped sights. Not going to either on this lap. That is disappointing. Schumacher's keeping Perez behind him. That's close. Did I manage to drop sights in the detection zone there? And that is Perez through.
Let's recharge on.
Wow. Wow.
Keep your cool, let's keep going.
Yes, we have dropped sights, just. We're going to sit back and charge up again behind Perez.
So you can back off a bit. Copy. Need to focus on getting the pack up. Copy. Let's go recharge on, please. Push on your fronts now. Copy.
Come on, sustain range, please. Don't get dropped. Damn it, he got dropped.
Recharge on.
Right, when are we looking to stop? Lap 21. Going to box in a lap or two earlier than that, I think.
Just keep cruising up to. Okay, push. Let's go.
Oscar back onto the slipstream of Schumacher, so I can start charging him up before I make his pit stop. Stroll is a long way off the back. I haven't seen the yellow flag indicator. I'm guessing he hasn't made a mistake. He's just that slow. No, it works for me.
Let's see if we can push up.
We need recharge off. Okay, it's recharge on.
Size is softer, looking a bit scuffed. Everyone else is a bit of a varied window. Just lacking a little bit of pace against the mediums on Perez at the moment. But pulling out a nice little gap to Sainz now. We want to start trying to break away from the pack behind if we can, because we want to be able to attack them on mediums on those fresh tyres. As it is, at the moment, we're going to drop out behind Alonso.
Okay, deployment should be good. Yeah. Box.
Box.
Big lift off.
Copy.
That's box now.
Copy for box.
Lift and coast required.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
That's good then.
All right then, crucial pit stop now. This needs to be good.
Let's go recharge off.
Copy.
That's pretty good.
Clear on exit.
Going to get out comfortably ahead of Stroll, but a long way off the back of Alonso and co. Schumacher into the pits.
Okay, mate, so let's look after these tyres.
Albon has caught and passed Sainz. There he is. And a little train of cars behind him as well.
Copy that.
All the way down to Bottas. It's not bad. Oscar's come out just behind. So let's get these tyres up to temp. Start to close that gap down to backpack just in front of us. That's Alonso, Hamilton and Bottas. And then we'll spring our battery into action.
Let these guys go.
Copy. Need to defend that.
Copy.
.0 for Oscar on that lap, but that was with some DRS. We've definitely got some pace over the cars in front right now. Have we got enough though? That is the question. I do want to use some battery, but like I said, I want to try and wait until we get a bit closer. I've put them into defending the racing line only, hoping that they'll be able to slingshot past each other in each of these DRS zones here. Mick will have the inside line into the hairpin and the DRS for the back straight, so he'll open up a little bit of a gap now. And should hopefully bring Oscar along for the line. As we close in on that pack in front, taking a second out of him so far this lap. Yeah, 1:14.9 for Mick there. Much faster. 2 seconds faster than Valtteri, who's heading the group in front of us.
Overtake is available.
This is where it could potentially get a little bit messy. Cars fighting side by side in front is not good. It means there's nowhere for us to go. There we go, that should be the move done on Valtteri.
Copy.
Hamilton up next.
Work on
Schumacher's through.
Copy.
That's Oscar going through. eventually. There we go. Go around the outside. Piastri's already through on Hamilton. Schumacher slots in front of Alonso. He's not going to get the DRS on Giovinazzi. He's not quite close enough. He might not need it. Look at this queue of traffic in front of us. This goes all the way back up to Sainz here.
Recharge on. No more DRS.
Back off now.
He's in Hedgehog.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Super point five pit stop, not bad. Well, don't forget, we've had a really good pit crew. We're in season 3. We've been training our guys up nicely. We were the fastest pit crew in the first season. We were second in season 2, and we are currently, I think, just first in this one. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We might have been overtaken by Red Bull again in the last race. But we're first or second in the standings this year. 2.3 is 2.3, 2.4 is our average kind of times. We haven't hit the 2.2 mark yet. Not consistently anyway. We get it once in a blue moon.
Let's go recharge off. Recharge off.
Right, see if we can
Let's push, come on.
start slicing our way through just on grip.
We're good to push on the tyres.
Oh, if you're Haas, yeah, it's no surprise. Haas have got probably the worst pit crew in the game. And their sporting director isn't much cop either. So yeah, if you haven't already replaced him, you need to replace him with someone good. If you're looking for a budget option, Perrone is a decent bet from AlphaTauri. If you've got a bit more money to spend, then obviously consider getting, Ron Meadows or Jonathan Wheatley if you can afford, if you can persuade them to join over. But if not, Alan Permain is a decent bet. That's who we've got right now in this team, Alan Permain from AlphaTauri. From Alpine. There we go, Gasly into the pits. What tyres was he running? Was he running mediums? No, he was running softs, so this might be a one-stop there attempt. He's gone a long way on those tyres. How you doing, John? So we need to start getting a wriggle on. Proper-looking old dude with white hair. There we go, on the attack, and Schumacher has punched his way through. So has Piastri. Both drivers maxed on confidence at the moment, and both making another move again. Good stuff. That's what we need right now.
DRS disabled. DRS disabled. Charge on. Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Sainz is going to box this lap, I'm sure of that. It'd be nice to get the overtake on him before he does. Not that we really need to. But if the AI also suffers from confidence losses when they get overtaken, then that will definitely help things. Sainz staying out. And no, he does dive in at the last second. It's close. Right, that frees us to go after Albon now.
Bit of lift and coast where you can. Okay, let's try again.
Need to make the move on Albon here. Oh, it's a lock-up. It's a lock-up. Shit.
Right then, we
Oh,
can take a look
that's mixed race
now. Here we
ruined.
go, heading into turn one.
I was
And
just
that's
about
where
to
they
turn his
slightly-
tyres down as well. God damn it.
Okay, yellow, yellow. Copy.
That's taken a fair bit of life out of them as well.
It's alright, buddy, it's all good. It's all good. Let's look after these tyres. Copy.
Right. At least we didn't drop down too many places. Confidence is still reasonably good.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to.
Magnussen's on a charge. He punched his way past just need a little more from Oscar here. There he goes. He's making his move. So yeah, Magnussen is really pushing hard right now. Joe and Tsunoda are in the pits. Tsunoda gets out in front of us. That is not ideal. We've lost quite a bit of time here. Joe all the way down in 15th at the moment though, so that's okay.
Use energy.
And he's gone on to mediums. So yeah, he's definitely going to the end. It is going to be a one-stop race. We are possibly the only team two-stopping here. This puts us under some pressure. We will be mighty quick when we get those extra softs on at the end, but good diving to the inside. We'll get the move done into the chicane.
No energy.
And that's the new fastest lap. Hamilton in now. Schumacher is still quicker than the cars in front, but that tyre advantage is disappearing thanks to that lockup, and I can't push his tyres as hard as I want to now. You can see that big step down in remaining grip. And Joe's going to be all over the back of us because he's on brand new tyres. Not going to be able to fight him off, but hopefully we can stay with him as he punches through and closes the gap to the cars in front. New fastest lap from Norris now, 1:13.7.
Wow.
All to play for still.
Let's take them out of rarely defend now. Forgotten I'd left them in that until just a moment ago. Ocon boxes. Decent stop.
Bring the pack up.
Okay, recharge on.
Yeah, copy.
Stay cool, man. You're doing a good job. So focus on bringing the tyres down. Overtake is available.
Copy.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Push, push.
Copy.
got energy. Get your head down, you can do this, come on.
Okay, recharge on.
Hey,
Still all to play for.
Back off now.
Keep your pace up.
copy.
We can open the gap a little bit.
Let's recharge on.
Copy.
Okay, mate, Fernando is boxing. Recharge on.
We can just focus on charging the pack. Energy's good. Box, 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 box.
Copy box.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah. Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Box.
Copy.
No risks.
Copy. Okay, mate, good job. No more lift and coast required. We're all clear on pit exit. So recharge on, please.
Yes, I am muted. I was just saying, Oscar is going to be blisteringly quick when we do finally box him. So he's going to have to push those tyres so much harder. Just about hanging on to the back of Perez at the moment. We're going to keep that going as long as we can. Schumacher charging up onto the back of Alonso and Co now. Gets ahead of this little train, all of a sudden he's in 12th. So despite that bad lockup, he's not that far away from being in a strong position here. Alonso is, Oscar is feeling froggy again, having another little look.
Sweet. Good job. Currently P6.
Fastest lap for Mick. And that's without even really trying for it as well. I think we just got the DRS there. Stroll's running a really, really knackered powertrain. That's why he's so off the pace. But also, Aston have just been struggling this year as well. See, Alonso's not in a great place at the moment either.
Come on. No DRS. Recharge on. We're boxing this lap. Coming, folks. Okay, we'd like you to slow down, please. Oscar pit lane.
All right, we got the gap to Zhou up to
copy.
6 seconds. Yeah, I can't remember which episode it was where I broke down pit crew training. It was sometime last season. 2.4, that's not too bad.
Watch the pit exit line.
We got out in 8th place, ahead of Sights. That was important.
Back off. No saving required. Let's
I
push
think
it
I'd
on.
have just left Mick a little vulnerable. Yeah, I didn't get the DRS. Damn it. Yeah, well, let's say you're with Haas. They've got a bad pit crew and a really bad sporting director, so it takes a lot of work to get Haas into good shape.
Right, ready, push. DRS disabled. Let's go recharge on.
All right, Oscar. Time to spread your wings.
Push again now. Good job. Recharge on.
Doubt I'll get the purple here in the final sector without DRS. I'm going to push him for 2 laps. New fastest lap. A 1:12.0. That is quick. That's a whole second faster than Mick, who had it.
Recharge on.
Oh yeah, 2.5 to 2.6. If you've got
No energy.
the right guy training your crew.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Then yeah, that's definitely achievable. To get 2.5s.
Okay, recharge on.
Right, so Mick is...
Okay, mate, let's try and protect the tyre.
He's only 3 seconds away from getting points at the moment.
Zone.
Let's Porsche back through so we can charge up again.
Lift and coast is required.
So I think we've
for
managed to get
temperature.
the hold the position and still get the DRS there. We did. Excellent stuff. You can see we're just 3.5 seconds behind Zhou now. And look how good our tyres are compared to the cars in front of us. Perez is definitely on. He's only 7 seconds up the road.
No more lift and coast required.
recharge on.
Sainz is vulnerable. Alonso on a bit of a charge. He's punched his way through. So watch out for him having a lunge. We've got the inside line and we've got the DRS as well, so we should get the move done. Stay in charge mode to pull away. Six seconds now to Perez in 6th place. And we're just 2 seconds off points. Yeah, Montreal's always been one of my favourite circuits. You know, it's a joy to drive in the F1 games. It's fantastic fun here. Oh, hello, yellow flag. What's happened? Someone had a spin. Who was it?
There's a yellow flag now.
Oh, it's Stroll. That doesn't help. Got all excited for a second then. That's a big spin. Yeah, it's a great circuit for this game. It's a joy to drive in the F1 games, and it's just a great circuit to watch racing on in general.
See if we can focus on recharge, please.
There we go, lapping Lance. Having a miserable home race. Hamilton, though, also having a disaster of a race here. He's down in 19th place and 17.5 seconds off the back of Bottas. And now just 5 seconds away from Perez.
Push the tyres.
We're going to recover 9th place here with Mick, if we do this right. Don't think we can go any higher than that with him.
Recharge on, please recharge on. Okay, recharge on, recharge on.
Okay, recharge on. Let's go recharge on.
More lift and coast, please, in each zone.
Joe pushing hard. Have to back off again. Perez has upped his pace a little bit as well. Let's get after him.
Energy if you need it.
Better to get on him now and then charge up behind him than just tread water like we have been doing.
Okay, mate, no more lift and coast needed. Okay, recharge on, recharge on. Recharge on, please, recharge on. Okay, mate, so let's look
There he is.
after the tyres. Need to focus on getting the pack up. Need to look after the tyres.
And there's Perez.
Bring the pack up.
Oscar's in low overtake as well. I hadn't even realised. All right, well, we'll leave him in that while we're charging him up.
Take it easy here. Overtake is available.
Let's go for it with Mick.
Okay, so let's cool the car now. Cool the car.
There we go. Magnussen's been picked off. That's Albon. And that's Ocon. Beautiful stuff. Three very quick overtakes.
Okay, mate, let's keep looking after these tyres.
And now I think we're going to get the DRS off Stroll just before we lap him as well. I Pac-Man'd that one. I did kind of just gobble up the tarmac there, didn't I?
To lift where you can. Okay, push. Let's go. No saving required.
Copy.
Do your best.
Copy.
Just think about looking after this tyre where we need to. Use everything.
Yep.
Copy. Lovely stuff.
We've kept our drivers in peak confidence for so long. It's having a massive knock-on effect. I don't think Schumacher can catch Joe, but that would be amazing if we could get Schumacher past Joe as well. I'll settle for 9th with him. 6th is the best we can do with Oscar unless someone in front retires. Oh, I think we're for a new fastest lap here. Oh, we are, because we've got the DRS off the back of Perez. Oh, this is going to be a gloriously quick lap. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, we got you this time. That would have been a new fastest lap if we hadn't been done in the final sector there.
Sweet. Good job. P6.
Only half a second to show on that lap. Perez is just going to get the DRS. It's going to be really tight.
We need to focus on the energy now. No energy. We need left to coast.
Yeah, he did just get it.
Back off now.
Let's pick our pace up, let's go.
6 laps to go. Save fuel. No pressure.
Just bide our time again. Got much better tyres. Took a second out of Joe on that lap. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. That'd be a huge result for us after a massive mistake I made last night. Definitely going to keep an eye on fuel tonight. Not making that mistake twice in a row. There is Joe.
Five to go.
5 laps. .2 seconds. It's not quite enough. Ocon absolutely flying on that last lap, trying to close us down. Do not want to let him get in DRS, so that's why I'm using the battery now. Some more good points for Williams.
No more DRS. Let's go recharge on. It's 4 to go.
Got the move done without even trying. Please do not lock up Nick.
Use energy. Come on. We need to cool the engine.
They've got the move done before the chicane this time, so we should hopefully now be able to sprint away from Perez on this lap.
Three
Rid
to
of
go.
14.8. Schumacher does 14.7. What a good lap.
No lift and coast required.
Oh, Perez has been dropped. Yeah. Blown away from him. Oh, I saw a yellow flag. It's not Mick. It's not Joe either, unfortunately.
We can just focus on charging the pack. Maybe just take it easy on the straight.
There he is, just in front of us. He's too far ahead.
Two to go.
All we can do now is just hold off. We've got
Slightly
two
bigger
more
lift
laps
and
to
coast
go.
in all areas, please.
We're not going to catch Joe. Albon and Magnussen keep swapping places and it's inching them onto the back of us. I wonder if that yellow flag was Ocon. Magnussen's flying right now. He's really pushing hard. I'm a little concerned. Keep leapfrogging each other and getting ever so close to the DRS. Oscar is now 4 seconds clear of Perez. His pace is just gone. 1:12.2 on that last lap. This time he is going to bring home 6th place. Why not stop right? Just didn't quite have enough left to be able to get Joe.
Overtake is available.
Cover it.
Can we do lift and coast?
Yeah.
Lando Norris wins it. He's first over the line. It's all over. Norris picks up first place.
So Norris holds off both of the Red Bulls in a very tight finish, just beating.
Just the perfect end to what has been a thrilling race.
Lift and coast required.
There's been an excellent drive from Oscar. He's going to get 6th place. That's 8 points. And then with the fastest lap as well, that's 9 more points. Schumacher's going to bring it home for another 2. 11 points tonight. That's pretty good.
Checkered flag.
If we hadn't had that lockup, it could have been 6th and 7th.
the checkered flag. Okay, so we finish up P9 there, P9.
Really good.
Evening, Packins. How long you been lurking?
Thank you for that.
Well done.
Mick Schumacher's drive, definitely worthy of praise today.
It's safe to say they exceeded all expectations. A finish in the points, and my goodness, it is very well deserved.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. Lando Norris certainly loves a podium, heading up there now to celebrate again.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
Plenty of smiles for the cameras as the drivers can let off some steam here in Montreal. And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Karun, what would they be making of that race, do you think?
It was a really strong outcome for them today, with both drivers performing well, capping off a good weekend.
That's it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
Okay then, there we go. Confirmation of the final results. Lando Norris jumping 2 places from where he started to finish in first place ahead of Charles Leclerc. Max dropping down to 3rd. Russell in 4th. Yuki gaining 2 places to finish in 5th. Oscar started and finished in 6th. Made the strategy work. Got the fastest lap in the end as well by quite a margin in the end. 1:11.6. That was a very, very good lap. And then Checo dropping a couple of places in 7th. A little bit of a disappointing race for Ferrari. They looked very, very quick at one point. Zhou hanging on to where he started in 8th place. So that's 4 more points for Williams. Mick Schumacher recovering well after that spin to finish a place higher than he started. And bringing home another 2 points for the team. And Magnussen gets some points for Haas, gaining 3 places and picking up the final point. Let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Max extends his lead at the top of the championship by 3 points over George. That gap is now 19 points again. Charles Leclerc in 3rd, just 7 behind George. Then it's Perez on 85 points, tied with Yuki Tsunoda, but stays ahead of him. Is that because he got a win? Yes, he's got a win. Yuki doesn't. That's why he's in 4th. Norris also just 3 points behind that with his 2nd win of the season. Oscar in 7th place on 55 points, getting another 9 tonight. Opens up a 10-point gap now to Zhou. Schumacher in 9th, no points again. He's having a miserable season. Well, Mercedes are in general, really. And Mick now closing the gap. He's just 9 points behind Hamilton with those extra 2 points. That moves him away from Carlos Sainz, the other Mercedes, also way down in the order. Even worse for Aston Martin. For Lando Alonso, no points. Stroll a distant last tonight in his home race. Yeah, we've had glimpses of pace from Aston, but just horrible tonight. No points for Alpine either. Again, bit of a surprise. No points for Albon. And they see Kevin Magnussen getting a point, lifting Haas off the 0 point threshold. So every team has now scored a point. Now you see in the constructors, it's Red Bull top on 290. Ferrari in 2nd, 224. McLaren in 3rd, picking up 35 points, the biggest scoring team tonight on 167. We have half of their points. We're on 81 points, but we open up a bit of a gap again. Mercedes, no points for them on 59. We are now 22 points clear in 4th place. That's quite nice. Williams picking up 4 points, but we've again outscored them. Aston a long way off. I think we might actually be able to hang on to 4th place this season. I was very, very sceptical when I saw that at the start of the year. I'm feeling a bit more confident about it now. We've got to make sure we don't start slipping in the development. If we can keep our car where it is in terms of performance relative to the Mercedes, the Williams, Aston and Alpine, we'll be fine. We haven't got to worry about Alpha or Haas, I don't think. Into the pit stop competition, Oscar with the quickest stop at 2.38 and Mick with 5th place. That's a 2.5 second stop. Nobody particularly quick today, apart from Oscar. Red Bull slipping down to the 2.4s and 2.5s. They get 30 points, we get 35, so we have outscored them. Let's see what the standings look like. We are top still, and we stretch our gap by 5 points. We are now 18 clear of Red Bull, and Ferrari are now 106 points behind us. So we've got a big, healthy lead over 3rd place and down, but it's still very tight with Red Bull. It's going to be tight with them all the way through the season, and well, we were in a similar position to this last year, and then they overhauled us, and we kept dropping back and closing up and dropping back and closing up, but we couldn't quite defend our crown. We want to get it back this season if we can. There you see the 2 stops, 2.5 stops for Mick, a 2.3 and a 2.4 for Oscar. Definitely the quicker crew tonight. Let's take a look at their driver card. So, in failed, very strong afternoon for Mick. And for Oscar, 20 successful overtakes, 5 failed, 8 successful defences, failed 13, but that was, some of those were tactical. So again, very, very strong performance from Oscar as well. Both our drivers putting in a very good performance tonight. In terms of sponsors, we got the quali streak done, so that was worth 342 grand or 341 grand. We got the fastest lap. We got one car. Was that both cars into Q2? I think it was both cars into Q2. Performance target guarantees. We got the finish position guarantee. We got one car into Q3, and we got both cars in the top 12. So we come out with just under 4 million tonight. Nice, very nice. All right, chassis research is done. Can't get another project done until the wind tunnel is back up and running. CFD simulator refurb is now finished. Good. That'll help when we do our next ones. Oh, the wind tunnel concerns. It did have a fault, and it would have been a more expensive, a bigger delay, and there would have been a cost involved in getting that fixed rather than just shutting it down for 10 days. So we made the right call. We can immediately now get straight into working on another part. Let's have a look at the front wing. Get that swapped out. How many do we have left? Is it just the one? It is. So I need to make another wing or two. Let's go with 2 more wings. There we go. Let's get some projects underway. 14 days away from ours. Really could do with improving our rear wing a bit. Wow, that's not going to really gain us anything at all, is it? Those numbers are not accurate because other cars have got parts that need replacing. So we are not that quick. Oh, if we were, that would be glorious, but we're not that quick. I think if we're going to do another rear wing, we're going to need to put some hours into it. So let's just get some research started instead. Let's see, we have yet to do a front wing project, so let's get one of those underway. Everything's going to get hammered, so I'm just going to leave things as they are. There's no real point focusing on one specific area, although I suppose we could maybe bump the high speed up a little bit. There we go. Let's put let's put 3 engineers on that. Let's see. Let's get an underfloor going. I'm going to work on drag reduction for that. Maybe gain a little bit more in the high speed as well. There we go. We'll put 2 engineers on that. And yeah, let's do a chassis. And 2 engineers on that. There we go. Alright. Big bits of research underway to help us out with next season. Feeling more confident now about keeping our job. Let's check in with the board. What did they think of tonight's race? They were delighted. Fantastic. We need a few more of those. So still low confidence. We've got far too many disappointeds in our race performances, unfortunately. Again, can't do anything about that. That's hurting us. That really is. The only way we can do that is if we were to get 5 more podiums before the end of the year to immediately ping the long-term objective. Otherwise, we're going to wait till the end of the season for the 4th one to ping. Finances, we've finally cleared off that cost cap break from our spreadsheet there. So that's good to see. I've got just under 2 million left. What was about to break? The wind tunnel is getting pretty low. That's going to need a refurb because I can't afford the upgrade. Everything there's fine. Helipad, I think, was about to go soon. Yeah, not quite. I'll go probably after Austria. Got 11 days until the next race as well. So we've got time to get another couple of spare parts done if we need to. No weather forecast just yet. Spare chassis. Let's go to car parts. Check the warehouse. So I've got 2 spare chassis. I'm working on 2 more front wings. I've got 2 spare rear wings. No spare side pods, but we've got new side pods finishing development very soon. Got a spare underfloor and a spare suspension. And we have another suspension on the way. Let's go ahead and get another underfloor. I think. Well, actually, let me check how long till these side pods are done. Side pods are 2 days, so we'll wait and then we'll just drop those straight on and get new side pods going, rather than another underfloor. There we go. So let's start manufacturing these. These will give us a decent little jump in our cornering. No real improvement of any note in our speed. A little bit of extra cooling as well, an extra 3%. That will help. We want 4 of those because we're not going to make any more side pods this year, I don't think. We'll get 1 in time for Austria, and the second one will be ready for day 2 of Silverstone. Go. So we'll commit for 4 of those, and that will be it for the rest of the season, I hope. Well, maybe probably not, but we should be able to get a nice, good run out of those 4. That's spare front wings. 5 days to go. 185 grand, that's not enough to do anything. There is the helipad broken. It says it's max condition and I can't refurb it. Okay, maybe we're going to wait another day. There we go. And now we can get that refurb in. Memorabilia shut down due to a sponsor obligation. That's fine. 4 days until Austria. That's the spare suspension. Getting some nice spare parts built up here. You can see looking very healthy on everything except for those new side pods. Yeah, we're in a good place right now. Oh god, the design center's on fire again. Every year. Someone sneaks out for a crafty cigarette behind the bins, forgets to stub it out and burns down the entire facility. 7 days. Okay, that's not too bad. At least we got the side pods, done before that happens. Here is the sprint and race for Austria. The race itself is going to be dry. The sprint, it might be wet. Quali is probably going to be wet. Interesting race tomorrow lined up for us there. Let's take a quick sneaky peek. Are we looking okay? We are. We're not looking too bad. We haven't really dipped that much. We've dipped slightly in the speed, kept the acceleration and DRS about the same. Downforce, we've lost a little bit, but not much. Again, our dirty air is pretty bad. Yeah, we're still in pretty good shape. Still in pretty good shape. Let me check. Both cars are running the same spec. I am going to throw the new side pods onto Oscar's car. Both on the same underfloor, both on the same suspension. So has that actually made a bit of a difference? It has. It's just recovered just a little bit in the downforce there. 9th in medium, 7th in high speed now. So that's worked out quite nicely. In fact, let's do a straight comparison like that. Yeah, there you can see what we've gained with that new side pod. All right, yeah, I'm kind of pleased to see where our car is still in a decent kind of window. Speed is definitely a little bit of a concern. Would have been nice to have gained a touch more, but we'll take what we've got. And then when we get that new that new ATR period, we'll probably do a big rear wing, and that'll be the last big part I think we do this year. Then we'll just probably chip out the odd one here and there in terms of minor parts and keep focusing on the research. You can see Liam Lawson has the lap record last year. I wonder if Oscar can take that from him this year. We shall find out tomorrow. Usual time, 8 PM. It is a sprint weekend, so it will be slightly longer stream, pushing 3.5 hours, I would imagine. I do hope you join me for that at the usual time. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.